Sometimes I'm the youngest person in the room, and I'm a kid to everyone else. I was at a conference the other day, and I was one of the last speakers. And before I spoke, people thought, there's this kid in jeans with a backpack, he must be a student. And then after I spoke, everyone's now talking to me.
And at age 19, Matt Mullenweg was ready to make his mark in the digital world. He had an idea while attending the University of Houston to develop a blogging platform. So he dropped out and built what is now known as WordPress, the most popular blogging platform online.
When WordPress launched, people said, there's no need for another blogging tool. There was Blogger, was obviously huge, and it just sold to Google. Six Apart had a couple projects, TypePad and Movable Type, which dominated the market, probably 90% plus market share. There was a lot of criticism early on, and so one of the biggest challenges was just sort of working past that, because especially when you first start interacting in the online world, you haven't developed that thicker skin yet, and so every criticism, everything kind of bites. But what I did was, I actually had a list of people who, like my favorite bloggers, like the people who I just idolized. I thought they were the best writers, the best web designers, the best everything. And I thought, well, if I can get just these people to use WordPress, if I can make WordPress good enough for them, then it will be great software that I can be proud of, and it'll also be validation.
In 2005, Mullenweg founded Automatic, which is the parent company of WordPress.com, now also Akismet, Gravatar, BB Press, Intense Debate, and Buddy Press, all blog-related applications. And there are a lot more to come, according to Mullenweg, because for him, each project is not just work, it's his passion. He's been fascinated with computers since he was a kid.
For my dad, it was really, there were always computers around the house, because he had the same job, I think, for 29 years at Brown & Root, which later became Halliburton. And so it was fun when they were in the house, because I knew if he was at work and I was playing with them, if I broke it, I'd have to fix it before he got home.
In terms of being an entrepreneur and turning his passion into his profession, Mullenweg was never really taught per se. He's read a few books, the most inspirational of which was Guy Kawasaki's Art of the Start. But he believes what's really had the greatest impact on him and his career is actually his other love, playing the saxophone.
I think the most important thing I learned there was that it's not necessarily how much talent you bring into it, how much talent you start with, because you can see some kids are basically prodigies and they see everything seems to come easy. But really what pulls away from the pack over time is how